Harley Quinn Season 4 Episode 5 is this time about Harley Quinn along with a friend of Batgirl's going out to try and find Batgirl as she's now missing, as Poison Ivy is in public relations, distant from her colleagues, and she's getting sort of into the whole thing and not really caring about the people around her who work for her and actually try to do something apart from signing autographs or focusing on likes on Instagram. She's trying to uphold her public image, and that to me is sadly the most interesting aspect of this episode, because I found this episode to be pretty dull. I think both these plot lines meander a whole lot. And while there is a definitive end and a lead up to the next episode, I find this episode to be pretty slow. I didn't really care much about what was really going on. And while Harley's antics are definitely crazy, love her violent tendencies popping out, and her interacting with a bunch of characters, especially Supergirl here, who is a doctor. There really isn't much there apart from her trying to look for Batgirl and her getting into arguments with Nightwing, as they both have different viewpoints on her being a part of the Batman. Nightwing is not really all that welcoming, and Harley Quinn needs to learn how to really be part of a family aside from just saying that she's now part of it. She has to earn it. And while I think that message is understandable, the episode itself just really meanders a whole lot scene to scene. And I didn't really care much, especially the Poison Ivy subplot, which is kind of becoming a trend with the season now, where I find the Harley Quinn stuff more interesting. While Poison Ivy is a lot more interesting here in this episode, I didn't find her stuff here to be that particularly investing, because I feel like I know where it is gonna go, but there isn't enough in the plot to really have me engaged. It's just stuff that I know would happen, and I think that's the problem. I think I just already knew what to expect. This episode just does a bare bones minimum of what it's supposed to do. So I didn't really care much about this episode. It's mediocre at best to me. Maybe the next episode will be more interesting. Not that there isn't a lack of action, that's not the point. You don't need to have action for it to be interesting. But have a story, have something in there to keep me engaged. Have the characters do something. At least by the end of the Harley Quinn plot line, it becomes a lot more exciting once again. But all in all, the entire package is a very mixed bag. And while I do look forward to the next episode, I don't know if I'll say you can skip this one, because I feel like this episode has a lot of important details for later. But it's definitely not one that I'm going to care to revisit anytime soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.